you know, it's one thing to express your condolences if you're discussing someone who, like my wife, is suffering from something clearly that's clearly not of her making, cancer, for example. But a dependence is more ethically questionable, right? Because you think, well, everyone thinks, well, you know, what did the person obviously made some errors in choice that contributed to this. And that's a reasonable objection, and despite the fact that there are many people who found that their opinions didn't align with mine, let's say, the proportion of negative comments I got about what I was going through was very small. So that was really something. But nonetheless, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was the fact that, what's the old saying, physician, heal thyself, right? I wrote a self-help book. I'm a psychologist. It's like, well, why the hell didn't I see this coming? And why wasn't I more cautious? And I think those are reasonable questions.
Why should people take advice?
And then that's the next question is, why should people take anything I say seriously because of that? And I guess what I would say is, if you're going to wait to learn from people who don't make mistakes, or don't have tragedy enter their life, you're going to spend a long time waiting to learn something. And the second thing I would say is, in my lectures and my writings, I've never suggested that I was anything other than one of the people who also needed to learn these lessons. So I included myself in the population of people who needed some moral improvement. And then the last thing would be, you have to make the decision about whether or not to attend to anything that I'm doing based on your own judgment about what I've done and said. And if you find that that's not convincing, then that's your prerogative. And if you find that it's useful, then, well, I'm delighted by that, obviously. And that's as much as there is to say.